Tesla stock finished about 2% up at the closing bell on Friday. In the after hours, it's been a little shaky, but currently sitting at $193.51 per share. For the week, Tesla finished up a little over 3%, but year to date, still down over 22%. Will this continue, or is Tesla bound to rally back to 52-week highs? Until the market is ready to actualize that turnaround, I will be placing protective puts and selling covered calls in the interim.
Companies that haven't gone all in on electric vehicles are starting to reap some of those benefits. Mazda having its best year in nearly 30 years. That's thanks to demand for its hybrid vehicle.
There will be money to be made in the next few years. Tesla won't be able to service everybody for their electric vehicles. They're just aiming for about a fifth of the overall automotive market. I wonder who's going to be left fighting over the scraps.
Here to tell us more, I want to bring in Tom Donnelly. He's Mazda North American Operations CEO. Talk about some of the dynamics that are going on right now within your industry, Tom, because it's an extremely tough time for auto giants right now, trying to navigate this shift or slower than expected shift to electric vehicles. How are you thinking about this and approaching the transition at Mazda?
No question. It is a dynamic marketplace right now. But we've had a strategy all along that we call multi-solution, so a multi-solution approach, meaning all along our plans were around hybrids and plug-in hybrids and ultimately electrification. So
ultimately electrification. I mean, come on. You know this isn't as easy as Tesla makes it look, right? You have to understand that your efforts in building the hybrid vehicle, the stepping stone to when a customer goes to an electric vehicle, will be left behind. You do understand that, right? Just look at Ford and GM. Scaling back their production of EVs. Every EV they sold, they lost money on. Luckily, none of their consumers wanted that product, justifying their reason to pursue the stepping stone, something that gives them a glimmer of profits past. But by the end of the decade, these guys are going to be fighting for their lives. You think Tesla has a stranglehold on the EV market right now? Just wait until that next-gen vehicle starts rolling out of Giga Austin. The automotive industry will be turned on its head.
And we have a three-phased approach that will take us out through 2030, and by 2030, we will have a full lineup of electrified vehicles. So we think the pacing and our overall strategy is right for the market today.
You don't think it'll be too late by 2030? You think you're still going to be in the game? Can you imagine what the technology is going to be like for Tesla by 2030? Just the stark difference from the legacy automotive manufacturers. Any car can get you from point A to point B. Electric, ICE, whatever. But if you're looking for functionality, if you're looking for utility, Tesla will be your only option.
The CX-70 just announced and revealed late last month. It's a popular vehicle amongst the Mazda faithful, right? But also it's a very competitive landscape with that mid-size crossover area of that market. You know, we just saw Ford talk about how they're going to exit that market in terms of EVs in the future. They're saying it's too difficult.
I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because the Model Y is the best-selling vehicle on the planet. Even if you can make your vehicle profitable, which is going to be a tough sell, there's no way you can compete with Tesla's affordability, functionality, and performance. It's just no way.
How do you feel about that? Do you think that Mazda has sort of the right kind of game plan in place to address the extremely competitive marketplace that is that mid-size crossover market?
Yeah, great question, Prez. Yes, we feel like we're well positioned, and in the respect that when you think about what buyers in that segment desire, we think the characteristics of the product and the Mazda brand really set us up for success there. More specifically, the importance of styling and driving dynamics. I mean, the customer profile in that segment is largely empty nesters, fairly affluent. They have options and they have choices. And we think that, again, the design that has always been a Mazda strength, the driving dynamics, and what's unique about this vehicle for us is really significant capacity and utility in this vehicle. So we think that hits the sweet spot with what customers in this segment are desiring.
Best of luck to Mazda and their efforts to transition by 2030. They're going to need all the help that they can get, or I'm afraid it's going to be curtains. Exit stage left.
Here's the latest today going into the weekend. Big brands looking to spend big ad dollars on pop culture buzz. For the second consecutive year, the average cost of a 30-second ad spot during the Super Bowl hitting $7 million.
$7 million for 30 seconds during the Super Bowl. I wonder if Mazda is going to be advertising any electric vehicles in the Super Bowl. Probably got better uses for that money than to send consumers to the Tesla website.
I think this is great. A 30-second ad during Super Bowl I was $37,000. And the price for Super Bowl 57 was $7 million, a 185 times jump. Nothing keeps pace with Super Bowl inflation, but if they could, a six-pack of beer would be $340, a gallon of gasoline $61, the average US house price $4.2 million, the S&P 500 16,374 Bramo. It's not bad.
Yes, indeed, it is Super Bowl weekend. Who do you have, Niners or Chiefs? Go ahead and leave it in the comments below. But if I were a betting man, and I am, I got my money on those San Francisco 49ers. I will be tuning in to the Super Bowl. I love a good game. But more importantly, I love watching the electric vehicle commercials that come out. Back in 2020, it was an EV Super Bowl commercial ad that drove me to the Tesla website, and that's all she wrote. Since then, many people have had a very similar story as mine. 2024 will be no different. Which auto manufacturers will think that 30 seconds and $7 million will drum up interest for their electric vehicles? Because in reality, all that's going to happen is individuals are going to go to the Tesla website and get the best electric vehicle on the market. I mean, just look at the sexy lineup. Or better yet, maybe you want to get in line for that Cybertruck. Or maybe you just want the best-selling vehicle of 2023 and see what all the hubbub's about. If you qualify for the federal tax credit, be prepared to take $7,500 off the sticker price. The way I like to think of it is that it takes $7,500 off the full self-driving. FSD for $4,500? Sign me up, please. In conclusion, Legacy Auto is turning toward the stepping stone to battery electric vehicles. There's money to be made, but the question is, for how long? Don't worry, when it's time for you to produce battery electric vehicles exclusively, I'm sure you'll be ready, right? And how many EV Super Bowl ads are going to drum up traffic for the Tesla website? No doubt, the game will be exciting, but I'm looking forward to those commercials as well. That's all I've got for you today. Be easy. Peace.